All right, guys, this is insane. Have a look at this tweet right here. Have a look at this video. This man, Donald Trump, is signing an executive order officially creating a Bitcoin strategic reserve for the United States of America. Pretty insane times. And this is going to be a time where we're going to look back on and celebrate. Now, there's pros and there's cons to this, mostly pros in my opinion. Some people are skeptical, and you can see Bitcoin went from 90 grand down to 84 grand on the announcement, on some of the details on the announcement. Now it's bounced back really strongly up to 88K. We're going to see where it's going to go, but the market is volatile. The market is extremely bearish at the moment despite this going on. And honestly, it feels like there's some price suppression here. I'm going to give you the details. David Bailey said, "The global response to tonight's news will be immediate. This is the shot heard around the world. Could not be more proud of this moment or excited for what's to come next. See you on the moon." Max Kaiser, strong economist, and has been predicting the price of Bitcoin very well. He says, "I predict we cross $100,000 in the next few hours and cross $120,000 per Bitcoin this month." Extremely bullish on the news of the signing. And remember, guys, Donald Trump has his crypto roundtable. It's not a conference, it's a roundtable where he'll be delivering words along with about 20 to 25 other members, high ups in the crypto community, for everyone from like the Winklevoss twins to Brian Armstrong is going to be there, and they're going to be discussing how to make America the crypto capital of the world. America is now extremely bullish, as you can see, on crypto. David Sachs, who is the White House AI and crypto czar, in charge of making sure all the policies are favorable to the acceleration of AI and the acceleration of crypto. It's just like, why would you freeze out oil? Why would you freeze out telecoms? Why would you freeze out social media? Why would you freeze out crypto? There's so much opportunity and leverage on that technology. If you can implement it and if you can become the capital of the world of crypto, you're going to make a lot of money instead of having your empire fall to someone like Dubai. Now, David Sachs tweeted, "Over the past decade, the federal government sold approximately 195,000 Bitcoin for proceeds of $366 million. $366 million for 195,000 Bitcoin. That today is valued at $17 billion. If they didn't sell the best store of value in the world, of course, it would be worth more today because Bitcoin goes up about 60% a year at least in the last 4 to 5 years. Taking into account before that, it goes up thousands of percent a year, but obviously it was at the starting point. You can't really extrapolate that out. However, from this tweet, you can see that David Sachs is extremely bullish on buying and holding Bitcoin for the US to prosper. He says that's how much it has cost American taxpayers to not have a long-term strategy. And now they do have a long-term strategy. This is David Sachs again talking about, "A few minutes ago, President Trump signed the executive order to establish the strategic Bitcoin reserve. The reserve will be capitalized with Bitcoin owned by the federal government that was forfeited." All that money that they've sold off, guys, all the 195,000 Bitcoin that they've sold, was all forfeited from things like the Silk Road and other criminal cases where the US seized the Bitcoin and linked it to crime. And that's why they own the Bitcoin. They didn't actually buy that Bitcoin in the first place. Because they didn't have to buy that Bitcoin, he's saying it means it will not cost the taxpayers a dime. They're basically saying that the 200,000 Bitcoin that they still own, they had 400,000, now they have $200,000 Bitcoin, which is $17 billion. They've never been a complete audit on it, so they're going to make sure it is about 200,000 Bitcoin left. And the thing that Donald Trump just signed is basically saying that that is now official property of the federal government, and they're going to be holding it, not selling it, because it's going to be an official reserve of the US dollar and backing, in a sense, the US dollar. The US will not sell any Bitcoin deposited into the reserve. Huge right there. They're not going to sell. So every Bitcoin that goes in there, you can count, will not be sold. It's off the market. It will be kept as a store of value. The reserve is like a digital Fort Knox for the cryptocurrency, often called digital gold. He talks about the premature sales of Bitcoin have lost taxpayers $17 billion of value, which is what the tweet we just read. And secretaries of Treasury and Commerce are now authorized to develop budget neutral strategies for acquiring additional Bitcoin, actually adding more Bitcoin to their stockpiles, provided that those strategies have no incremental costs on American taxpayers. So that's a bit of a double-edged blade, as you'd call it, or as I'd call it, because they want more additional Bitcoin, but they don't want to print money to buy it yet. In addition, the executive order establishes a US digital asset stockpile. Now, this is very different to the reserve, and it's good to keep both separate in your head, consisting of digital assets other than Bitcoin forfeited in criminal or civil proceedings. And if I head over to this lovely lady, Eleanor Tourette's breakdown, she talks about the other digital asset stockpile containing assets other than Bitcoin is presumably XRP, ADA, ETH, and SOL as announced by the president last week, and potentially others. However, this is the big distinction here. The government will not acquire additional assets for the stockpile beyond those obtained through forfeiture proceedings. So they're not going to be going and buying more XRP, ADA, Ethereum, or Solana, but they will be trying to go and buy more Bitcoin, which makes the most sense. It was a bit confusing when Trump tweeted that stuff out. And it's very interesting too, because World Liberty Finance have been buying Ethereum like crazy and holding a lot of these other layer ones. So we thought that Trump might be up to some little bit shifty stuff by including those into the strategic Bitcoin reserve or this digital currency reserve. But no, he's been smart. Of course, he's got the best people around him and he's keeping them separate, pledging to accumulate more Bitcoin, but not necessarily those layer ones that he talked about and tweeted out earlier this week. David Sachs responded to Eleanor Tourette's breakdown saying that is accurate. Now, why is this big news for us? Well, one, because we love Bitcoin and we invest in Bitcoin and we think it's way better than investing in fiat, and we can all get wealthy by investing in Bitcoin because you can't print more and it's literally a game theory. The last people to buy are going to pay the biggest price. And nation states and big companies and billionaires are only just starting to realize the power of Bitcoin, but also because we make here on the channel leveraged bets on Bitcoin by investing in layer ones and going down the crypto whip, because the smaller the market cap get, the more volatile the token gets, and the more risk there is, of course, if it's in a down market like you are now. The altcoins that had 100 mil market cap have fallen 90%, but Bitcoin's only fallen 20%. However, once that market sentiment turns, it could be based on this news, could be based on tomorrow's news at Trump's crypto roundtable, or it could be a month from now. We don't know, but we know that this is the exponential part of the bull cycle, and all you have to do is hold and be patient and wait for that green light. If you are trading on Solana, make sure you come check out Archie. He is our crypto trading wallet. We can buy and sell any token as fast and as safe as possible on the Solana network. If you're using Phantom or if you're buying on a centralized exchange, you're missing out on a lot of awesome features, including giveaways and rewards, the ability to buy millions of tokens before they get listed on centralized exchanges. For example, Peanut, the Solana token, hit a $2.4 billion market cap, but if you're trading on centralized exchanges and not trading on something like Archie, you had to wait till it hit that $200 million market cap before you could even get it, where with Archie, you could buy it at a $50,000 market cap because you can buy literally off pump fun. Archie's free to start using. We take a small transaction fee on your transactions. Come over to archiebot.ai, click on download Archie AI and set up your wallet. I know you're going to love it. We have awesome features coming, including smart trading, where you can program Archie to trade on your behalf while you're sleeping. So if you buy a token, say like GigaChad, which I'm actually probably going to go buy a little bit later today since it's at an incredible market cap, you can tell Archie to sell when it's at a 2x, and Archie will automatically sell that token when that token 2x's. Those features are coming. We're consistently building on Archie, and we're going to make it the best wallet in the game. So please come give us your feedback early so you can help build the best wallet in all of crypto. Thanks so much for watching. This is a big day for everyone in crypto. Congratulations to everyone still around, even though the fear and greed index is at almost all-time lows. I'm excited to ride the rest of the super cycle with you.